An era of Monster Hunter is officially over. Now for anyone who doesn't know what's going on, back in October of 2023, Nintendo had announced that as early as April of 2024, online play and other functionality that uses online communication will end service for Nintendo 3DS and Wii U software. Flash forward 3 months to January of 2024, Nintendo released further statements regarding the official date for this termination, and that date was April 8th. So flash forward 3 more months, and now here we are, with online functionalities officially discontinued. It's a sad day for Nintendo fans, as well for us Monster Hunter fans, because 4 titles have been impacted as a result. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, Monster Hunter Generations, and Monster Hunter Stories 1. However, we can still experience Generations through Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, which is already on the Switch, and Capcom recently announced that Monster Hunter Stories was getting a remaster that's coming to modern consoles. So that means that half of these games are quote-unquote saved, but that still leaves these 2.
It is also these 2 games where online play had the biggest impact on our monster hunting career in general. And it all started one day when B-Bake was over at a friend's house. I wanted to progress further in the village, and things were going fine until I found myself getting walled by Gobble. Unable to defeat it, I decided that it would be best to go online and ask a fellow hunter if they could help me beat the Village Gobble quest. That's right, the Village quest. So I found a server, and I met this person right here, Legend. We exchanged greetings, and then I asked him if he could help me beat Village Gobble. To my dismay, he chuckled and told me that village quests can only be done solo. Not knowing this and feeling rather dumb, I was devastated. But not for long, because Legend, being the legend that he was, offered me some assistance in getting better gear to fight the Village Gobble on my own, and even helped me practice against it in the hub alongside him.
It was from this day on that we developed a friendship. Throughout the next year, we would spend hundreds of hours playing MH3 with Legend and the small group of his friends, just messing around and having the time of our lives hunting together. Sometimes we would even just sit in the hub and chat about whatever was on our minds, or we would even play a game at King of the Hill on the stump in the Misty Peaks, or even on top of Jen Morin's back. It was such a wonderful experience, and Legend essentially acted as our Monster Hunter mentor. And if it wasn't for him, there's a very high chance that we wouldn't have even continued on with the franchise. We were just 11 and 12-year-old goobers who had no clue how to play the game. But Legend was there to help us practice, to help us learn to become better hunters. It was only because we were able to go online and find someone like him who was willing to help us learn that we were able to fall in love with this franchise. All of our thousands of hours stemming from the singular person that we met online one day playing 3U on the Wii U.
And then there was our experience playing 4U on the 3DS. While playing with Legend in 3U had the largest impact on us as hunters, 4U really shook things up for us. You see, back when we were playing 3U, all we had was a single Wii U to play the game on, so B-Bake and I had to constantly swap back and forth who was playing while the other one just sat there and watched. So when we saw that 4U was releasing on the 3DS, a system that we both had, you can only imagine the excitement of the 13 and 14-year-old boys who knew that they could finally play their new favorite video game franchise together for the first time.
Being able to see each other's hunters cooperate with one another, help each other out with our quests and getting the materials that we needed to craft our equipment, it felt surreal. Sure, we had played other video games together before like Mario Kart Wii or Super Smash Bros, but this one was different. This was Monster Hunter. Back in 3U when we were going to fight a monster for the very first time, we had to fight each other to see which one of us would be the first one to go up against it. But in 4U, we didn't have to fight against each other because now we could fight alongside of each other. From low rank to high rank, all the way to G rank, and eventually beating Gogmazios, we were able to experience this whole journey together. And although our memories of playing 4U online aren't as strong as they were in 3U, we will never forget the very first time that we were able to beat a Monster Hunter game together.
Now, while we may have been a little melodramatic about online play going away, There is some slightly good news. Although online functionalities are discontinued, local play is still an option. So even though we cannot play directly online with other people anymore, at the very least, we can still play together. This doesn't make up for the huge loss though, but even though online play may be gone, there is one thing that they can never take away from us.
And that is the friends,
The laughs,
the good times and the bad times,
the journey, and ultimately,
the memories that we made along the way that will last us a lifetime.